Hello everybody and welcome to the Ozarks Sports Report podcast. I'm here with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryan Harmon, after he had two games this week between Forsyth and New Covenant. For our weekly recap, we're going to be recapping the games between Forsyth and New Covenant. Crane went down to Taney County and defeated their former conference rival of Forsyth 11-8. And then they went up to the Queen City of the Ozarks, which is known as Springfield, to New Covenant Academy, and they fell to the New Covenant Academy Warriors 5-4. Coach, what was the main strategy going into this week between Forsyth and New Covenant?
Well, we knew coming in that we're going to be facing two tough opponents. Forsyth has been a nemesis for us for years, especially when we go on the road. You know, we've played well against them at our place, but when we go to Forsyth, it seems like we've struggled. We had gone 13 times in a row losing at Forsyth, so you know, the strategy was just to go in and focus on what we do well, not worry about what they do, and go take care of our business by doing our thing. And then with New Covenant, we know they're great. You know, they've been state ranked all year. They're going to continue to be state ranked in the upcoming poll that releases on Monday. You know, just wanted to see what we could do. Wanted to play on their field, which is where the district will be. So you know, we just went into it, you know, fired up that we get to play two great opponents, and you know. Happy to come away with a split.
And then with that split between Forsyth and New Covenant, once again, Forsyth is a former conference opponent to Crane as they were in the SWCL. And with those teams, who would be your player of the week that shined out for you guys at Crane?
Well, just looking at the Forsyth game, Colton Elder and Harley Howard both had great days offensively. You know, we had some hits throughout the lineup. Today, Harley Howard come through with three more big hits. You know, almost tied the game on a ball he hit off the wall that ended up getting a triple, and then lost him on the bases. But Harley's had a great week. He's had, I believe, 7 hits in the last 2 games. We've been tinkering with something with his mechanics for the last couple of weeks, and as he got off the bus tonight, he said, "Boy, that really works." You know, things take a while to take effect, but he's become a believer in it, and it's really working for him.
And then after coming back here from Forsyth and Springfield, as well as New Covenant, what would your words be to both Coach Byron Richardson and Coach John Hartley of Forsyth and New Covenant?
With Coach Richardson, I just tell him, you know, keep working. He's an alumni of that program, just like I am of this program. He was there when they had their greatest successes. You know, like I said, we had lost so many times to him in a row that last time we beat Forsyth at Forsyth, Coach Richardson was a sophomore in high school and playing shortstop for the Panthers. So, you know, I just tell him to continue to work on the things he knows how to do. I mean, he knows how to coach. That's obvious. And then Coach Hartley, he's a legend. You know, Missouri Coaches Association Hall of Famer. Just always glad to be able to share the field with him, and always learn something just having conversations with him.
And then you're going into it next week, which you guys have Sparta, Blue Eye, Ashgrove, and Purdy. What is going to be the main focus that you guys are going to be bringing to the dinner table between Sparta, Blue Eye, Purdy, and Ashgrove?
Well, just looking and hearing those 4 names, you know, it doesn't get easy. You know, we don't have any games on our schedule where we can look at and say, oh, that's going to be one we can cruise, because we just can't cruise anytime. But all 4 of those are great opponents. Sparta's been playing extremely well. Blue Eye tested us twice in the fall and took us to our limits. Ashgrove last year come from behind and beat us, and they've actually done that 2 years in a row now on us. And then Purdy in the fall, you know, they beat us 2 out of 3 times, and 1-run games 2 of those 3 times we played them. So, you know, it's going to be tough. You know, it could be a 4-0 week, could be an 0-4 week, could be somewhere in between.
And then if we go on to the New Covenant game today that you guys played over in Springfield, even though it was a loss, a 5-4 loss, what would you say was the main ingredient that kept you guys in the game against New Covenant?
If I had to use one word, it was perseverance. You know, we faced their number 1 pitcher. Guy's good, and he picked us apart early. We continued to work. You know, peck away. Didn't have a lot of hits early. We started putting together hits late. You know, when they went to their bullpen, we got it closer. 7th inning, bring in a guy that's throwing really well to close it for him, and you know, we threatened. We did our thing. We got tying run on third, go ahead run on second. You know, hit a ball that on a normal day maybe drops in, but the wind held it up a little bit so they could make a catch in left field, and Great game. Two good teams. I feel like they're, like I said before, they're state ranked for a reason. They're good, and they're about to get on a big long streak of winning. I just feel like, and we'd love to see them again in the district, but we don't look ahead to anything. We know we're going to get to play on their field at least once in the district, and that's all we look for.
And then finally, with the district that you guys are going to be in with New Covenant, Galena, Blue Eye, Billings, and Marionville, which is another big rival with you guys. Even though you guys have had a lot of postponements due to the weather here in Southwest Missouri, what is going to be the main ingredient that you guys are going to be bringing from this day on and to the final game of the regular season?
Just continue the work that we put in offensively and defense. Defense has let us down a few times this year, but at Forsyth the other night we played well defensively, and today we played an airless game. Just continue to improve on the defense. We bring that defense, we're going to compete with a lot of people, and then just continue what we're working on offensively. Guys are buying in. Different guys are contributing that weren't necessarily contributing early. Some of the guys that were contributing have started to struggle a little bit. We get it all going, everybody on all cylinders at one time. We're going to be tough to handle.
And with being tough to handle, what would your words be to the coaches going on down the road in the 2018 season, coming up to when you guys play them this season?
I'm going to say, without giving them too much to put on the bulletin board and use against us, I'm just going to say we're going to show up, try to play hard every day, and we're going to do what we can to compete with you. If you open the door for us with mistakes, we're going to do our best to take advantage of those mistakes. And we expect you to do the same to us. It's just going to be a dogfight the rest of the way. Every game on our schedule is a game we could win, and every game on our schedule, if we don't play well, is a game we could lose.
And then to the advantages and disadvantages and the corrections that you guys are going to be making from today and to Monday, which will be your next game. What were the advantages and disadvantages that you guys saw from this week between Forsyth and New Covenant?
Positives were that our defense has picked things up, and then we're continuing to improve at the plate. Pitching has been solid. We used 2 pitchers at Forsyth, used 2 today, and they all competed and they all did their jobs. And then things we've struggled at, situational hitting a little bit at times, and then at other times, we're too many strikeouts today. We eliminate some of those strikeouts, put it in play, make them have pressure on them defensively, see if things change, and that's what we continue to work on every day.
And then on to the corrections. What are the corrections that you guys are going to be making from today and on to Monday?
Going to look at continuing to take good at bats, but more contact. Don't chase balls out of the zone, and hopefully we get one in the zone that we can handle. When a pitcher gets us down to 2 strikes, if he throws his pitch, we try to fight it off. If he throws our pitch, that's when we try to make things happen and punish him for throwing our pitch.
I'm here with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryan Harmon, after he had a pretty good game against Forsyth. Coach, what was the strategy coming into this game against Forsyth?
We wanted to put pressure on their pitchers. We knew that their ace, Terrell, had thrown on Monday. They had to bring him in, and he wasn't available today. So whoever they throw out there, our goal is to work the pitch count up. First inning, their guy throws 40-some pitches, so we did that job and got him out. Next guy did a good job of keeping us off balance, and then we waited out and got his pitch count up, and we were able to capitalize after that.
And then with the performance that you guys had with your pitcher, Colby Smith, what would your words be to Colby Smith on his performance today?
Colby didn't have his best stuff. I feel like he had better stuff against Norwood the other night, just got beat. But Colby, it was a gutsy performance. It's crazy. Anytime you load the bases, give up a run in 1 inning, and you come out of the inning, you've only thrown 9 pitches. That means your defense have done some work. So, we turned a couple double plays today and helped him out. And, he just gutted it out, kept it close. They tied it. Elder comes in and, does his job and preserves it till we can get the win.
And then now with that score 11-8, and with the matchup between Crane and Forsyth, it was always Forsyth taking this matchup, or taking the each game, almost every game that you guys have played. What was the main ingredient with that throw to the plate at home to get the runner out from saving that go-ahead run?
That was a big play. We run that same play offensively, so we obviously since we run it and we work on it, we should be able to execute it. Darren Terrell did a great job of hanging in and making a great tag after a good throw. And your point there about Forsyth usually coming out on top. I had a rough practice yesterday, and I told some stats from memory to our guys, but I looked up some stuff today, and the last time we beat Forsyth on this field was 4,037 days ago, when they had one of the best assistant coaches I've ever seen back then, Coach Julian, and Coach Richardson was leading them 4,037 days. So if it takes that long again, and there's no way I'll be coaching the next time that Crane does it, because I'll be way too old. That'd be in the middle of 2029, and I'll be way past my coaching days by then.
And now you guys got New Covenant and Providence Classical Academy over at New Covenant, just on the west side of Springfield. What's going to be the big key to beat both New Covenant and Providence Classical Academy?
Well, there has been a slight schedule change that was just announced today. Providence is not able to come up, so they've got too many kids taking the ACT. So it's going to be a single game followed by a JV game. We'll play New Covenant at 2:05 on Saturday, and then we'll have a JV game against them after that. But New Covenant's, they were top 10 in the state last 2 weeks ago on the rankings, and then they're going to be there again from what I'm seeing. So it's a big game for us. It's a district opponent, and we're going to do what we can. We may be playing for the 1 or 2 seed. Who knows?
And then with the team that you guys played at Forsyth with Coach Byron Richardson, what would your words be to the head coach of the Forsyth Panthers, Byron Richardson?
Byron's doing a great job here. Byron came in, had to follow a legend, and took the job, come in and did a great job. I know he's been frustrated here lately. They've had some games that were closer than they should have been and struggled. They made some mistakes. We capitalized, and we made our mistakes, and they capitalized. But it's just a back-and-forth, hard-fought game.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Harmon, and best of luck with you guys at New Covenant.
Thank you, Adam.
All right, I'm here with the senior for the Crane Pirates and the third baseman of the Crane Pirates, Colton Elder, who's also the Ozarks Sports Report Player of the Week. And he had a very good game tonight against Forsyth. Colton, what was the strategy coming in tonight with Forsyth?
I know it's been a while since we've won at their place, so I just held the team together. I tried to keep everyone focused and did what we needed to do.
And then with that home run to start off the scoring for the Pirates, what was Coach Harmon's words to you before you stepped into the box for that 2-run home run to start off the scoring tonight?
He basically just said, once you get in the box, just clear everything out of your mind and do what you need to do. Just strive for line drives, and if something happens, let it happen.
And then when they took out Colby Smith out of the game today and put you on the mound, what was Coach Harmon's words to you before you got on the mound tonight against Forsyth?
He told me that Colby pitched one great of a game and that I need to finish doing the same. So I just got up there and I did what I need to do and threw strikes.
And then you guys got a New Covenant coming up on Saturday there in Springfield, which was supposed to be New Covenant and Providence Classical Academy down in Rogers, Arkansas. Now it's going to be just varsity JV. What's Coach Harmon going to be preaching to you guys before you guys go out to play New Covenant?
He's going to try and tell us how big of a rival they are and how important this win is, and for us to just stay focused and make the simple plays and see the ball well and make contact.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Colton Elder, and best of luck with you guys at New Covenant.
Thanks.
I'm here with the senior first baseman Harley Howard of the Crane Pirates after he had a good game with the Forsyth Panthers and coming out with the win against the Forsyth Panthers by a final score of 11-8. Harley, what was the strategy for you coming into this game against Forsyth?
We just wanted to get the right pitches, hit our pitch, and just focus on our defense and back up our pitcher.
And with you guys backing up the pitcher of Colby Smith and Colton Elder coming in at the later stages of the game tonight, what was Coach Harmon's words to you before going out defensively and also offensively and backing up the starting pitcher Colby Smith and the relief pitcher Colton Elder?
He just wanted us to make plays behind our pitcher. We got a little shaky though, and I mean he had faith in us, and we backed up our pitcher all night.
All right, and you guys got New Covenant coming up on Saturday in Springfield. What's Coach Harmon's words going to be to you guys when you guys go to play New Covenant?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a big game, so we can't play scared. I mean, he'll tell us that first off, and just, do our thing. Just go out there and play like we've been playing.
And then if you had any words to say to Coach Byron Richardson and the Forsyth Panthers tonight, who you guys played, what would your words be to Head Coach Byron Richardson and the Forsyth Panthers?
I thought they did a really good job of, coming back. They were down 3 and they still didn't give up. They put up a 3 spot, tied back up. They were in the game the whole night.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Harley Howard, and best of luck with you guys at New Covenant.
Thank you.
Okay, that is going to wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show, and we hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryan Harmon. And if you want to stay connected with the Crane Pirates on social media, be sure to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. If you want to stay connected through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/Ozarks Sports Report. So once again, I want to say thank you all for tuning in to today's show, and we hope to see you guys in the next show. Have a good day, everybody.